Hi everybody, I'm here to take just one load of some of the remaining new in box fans I have left here at the old house over to the new house. I have to deal with a few other things today, so right now it's just going to be this one load of fans. Alright, this batch is in. Again, kind of just setting them around down here. A few did end up over on that pile. So that was just a real quick check-in. I will catch up with you guys later. Hi everybody, today we're at the old house. I'm kind of just going to do some odds and ends around here. But I'm going to start with taking down the two ceiling fans in the main area of the basement. That would be the Venus and the Infinity. While I'm working in that area by the Venus, I'm also going to take down the wall sconce that matches the one that was up in my bedroom. I'm taking both of those with me, and I believe the old wall sconce that was up there is still floating around here somewhere, so I'm just going to put that one back up. Alright you guys, I got sidetracked on some other things, which is basically the story of my life right now. So I've run out of time to move forward with anything else, but I'm happy to have that stuff out of the way now. So I will see you soon to hopefully pick up where I left off. Alright, so I filled in the rest of this shelf with a couple more boxes that I brought over just now. The rest are just added to this pile right now. I should have some of my shelves from the other house cleared off and available soon to start putting these on. I hope to get this a little bit more organized as quickly as possible. That's about all I have for now. This was just another quick trip. I will see you guys soon. Hi everybody, I'm at the old house and we're going to start out today by moving some ceiling fan motors. Okay, so the fans I brought over are in. A few here on the table, a few here on the floor, and there's a couple in the other rooms sitting on that patch of carpet with the other motors back there. If things go as planned, I'm going to try to make a couple more trips to bring more motors over here. Right now, while I'm here though, I'm going to take a little time and organize a few of these boxes. The glassware especially can get loaded out onto shelves, and that'll free up some extra space out here again. Okay, so you guys just watch me basically load out my metal fan blades into this shelf down here. After a little consideration, I still had a couple of extra shelves laying down here that we so far have not needed. So I went ahead and made a dedicated narrow slot for metal fan blades, which allowed me to stack them a little bit more efficiently, and now I have an open slot on the end here for future expansion. This also means that I can no longer put box fans on this top shelf, but that's okay because I think I already have something in mind to go up here, and I'm going to try that right now. So this worked out pretty good. I wasn't really sure where I was going to store this beast of a box. My Casablanca Orchid is going to be another one that's going to give me some problems, but I am happy to have a place for this one. I have a little bit of wasted space above, but not too bad, and I can fit something else on this end, I'm sure. So that's 4 boxes empty. Pretty decent progress. So I'm going to go ahead, we'll run back and get another load of fan motors to bring over. I've got these ones in. This load was basically made up of the Commanders, which I've been wanting to move for a very long time, and then I also just threw in a couple of Casablancas to fill up the rest of the space that I had available. Alright, the last bit for today is in. They're kind of scattered out in all of these little places that I'm piling them now. I think very soon we're going to be looking at starting to hang some of these motors back here on the Unistrut. I'll have to start planning that out because I don't want 100 piles of fans sitting around down here. So anyways, that's all I have for you right now, and I will see you later. Hey everybody, I'm here at the new house. Earlier I was just filming regular ceiling fan videos for my channel. In a minute here I'll show you what else I've been working on in the other room. But first, a little explanation. I have a bunch of those 36-inch Caribbean Breeze type spinners, and I've always hoped that someday I'd be able to do something cool with them. Well, that day has come. Here in the back, I don't want to take up too much ceiling space for functional ceiling fans. Out here is really going to be the display area for functional fans. Back here is going to be mainly storage. But being a fan collector, of course, I want to implement as many functional fans as possible. So this is a great place to implement some really small ceiling fans in this kind of aisle that's going to be essentially a walking space. So I'll come down and start at this end. I have it set up for 4 of those Caribbean Breeze type fans. The first one is here, essentially right in front of the doorway, and then they're spaced out equally as we head back down. The second one is here, a little more than midway to the next doorway. The third one is here, almost directly in front of this doorway, and then the fourth one down here. I have it roughed in to control them all on one variable speed control here. So I'm kind of at a point where I'm going to take a break anyways. That's why I picked up the camera to document this right now. I really didn't think I was going to go off on a tangent and start this part of the project today, but I had some extra time and I'm eager to see more functional fans in this space, so I went ahead and did it. I don't even have the fans here yet, so when I take a break I'll probably run and get those so that we can start installing them, and I'll probably also grab a variable speed control so we can get that in as well. So I think probably by the end of today or maybe tomorrow these fans will be installed and functional. Alright you guys, I'm back and everything is installed and ready to go. Here's just a look down the line while they're off. Maybe one day I'll find enough of these where I can have them all match, but I think this is kind of some of the character of an install like this, where they aren't all exactly the same. So here's the control. I'll put them all the way down to low. This guy down here is a little bit slower than I would have hoped for, but I think it has the worst bearings out of all of them since it was actually a used fan. Ironically enough though, I think it does the best on high out of all of them. Okay, I'll go ahead and we'll put them up to high speed now. And I guess I'll go ahead and give you spin down as well. This one is definitely going to be first. So yeah, it's this one, and then the brown one is next. So I'm pretty happy with this install. It is flexible too, so I could swap these out to even 56-inch industrials someday if I wanted to, because as you know, flexibility is very key here. So that about wraps it up for me here today. I will see you soon. Hi everybody, today I'm looking at going over to the new place and probably starting to hang some motors. First though, I'm going to start here and grab some of my longer downrod fans and of course the New Orleans. There are a few here and a few in the other rooms. We'll start with those and get them hanging around the perimeter. And then I can start going through and hanging what we've moved over there so far. So as you just watched, the first fans are up around the perimeter. I'm really happy with this system so far. It's really flexible and user-friendly. Storage for me has really never been this easy before. Going into this, I really didn't want to pack these in here like I kind of ended up doing. Like this Silver Line and the Lady Delta over here are in a little bit tighter quarters than I would have wanted. But with these longer downrod fans, it looks like there's just so much wasted space between them. So I really wanted to try to utilize that space. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I think it'll turn out all right. So I'm going to try to get a start on hanging some of the other motors that are over here. Alright, so you guys pretty much saw where I got to here. This one has a bunch of gaps in it because I have specific fans that I want to put there, but I either don't have them here yet or I'm missing parts to put them up. I would start on the next row, but again, I'm kind of lacking the parts to make any actual progress. So for that reason, I'm going to pause for now and I will be back soon. I'm back with more parts and a few more fans to keep hanging up motors back here. So that's going to be the main focus. We're going to get right back into it. Alright you guys, I've been working away here. I have to apologize, the only memory card I have is starting to run out of memory. Between the vlogs and my regular videos, there's a lot of footage floating around on this card right now. So I'm just going to give you a progress update. So this is where I'm at. Just some space left on this last row. However, I'm going to leave that space open for right now. I didn't want to get too crazy with the lighting back here until I got some of these motors up and saw what I actually needed. As this is filling in, I'm seeing it get a little bit dark in the corner back here. It's honestly not too bad, but I know another row in front of the lights is going to knock it down pretty dark back here. So I'm going to see if I can revamp a little bit of the lighting. Just looking closer at what I have over here, I don't think I'm going to be able to go up in the trusses like I did out in the other area. Back here there's a lot of traffic up there between the ductwork and there's plumbing over on this side. But I do have kind of a start of a plan in mind, and I know I can definitely do better than just one 4-foot fixture. So with my camera running out of memory and not wanting to block off this light anymore, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to go dump some footage off of this camera, and then I might look at what I can do to change up this lighting. Alright you guys, I spent the afternoon redoing the lighting on this end. I didn't record any of the process because I was kind of figuring it out as I went along. I don't know that it turned out exactly how I would have done it if I knew what I needed from the beginning. But at this point, I really don't want to start over because I'd really have to redo everything that I've done so far. So I'm going to roll with what I've got. I got more light output out of it, which is what I really wanted. So you can see here, I replaced the one 4-foot fixture with an 8-foot fixture. That helped extend the light down to that end a little bit more. Over here, I have another 8-foot fixture, which helps distribute light down the individual rows. And to do essentially the same thing on this end, I retasked this 4-foot fixture. I would have done another 8-foot, but I'm really trying to avoid a bunch of strobe coming off of this fan. Also, I don't think quite that much light is really necessary on this end. I do get a little spillover from the other side above the wall, and overall this corner just isn't as dark as the other one. So as you can see, none of these fixtures have pull chains. I did run 3-way switches. The other one is down at the other end here under the fan control. So as we continue to add unistrut down here and probably more lights, I'll just continue tapping off of these lights right on down the line, and those switches will control all of them. Originally, we were going to butt all the pieces of unistrut right up against each other. So unfortunately, with a truss dedicated for lighting, I lose a little bit of fan space. But seeing this now, I do think the lighting payoff is worth it. It was just going to get so dark and difficult to light otherwise. And at the current house, I've been dealing with some really dark spaces already, so I definitely want to light this one up as much as I can. So that's it for right now. I'll see you soon. So that's it for right now. Thank you all so much for watching today, and I will see you soon.